You're only as strong as your weakest piece in your system. If you try to throw more volume or intensity to a lift in the hopes of getting it up and you still don't see results, you're throwing shit where it won't stick. And that is because a system can't function better if one of the pieces is broken or even missing. And it's just a matter of time until the whole system malfunctions. There are 4 essential pillars for strength improvements. Number 1, muscle mass. Your contractile tissue is your potential strength and represents the basis of it. Train through high-RPE sets and treat your accessories just as you would do your main movements. Number 2, neural adaptations. This represents the ability of your CNS to engage more motor units for better force production. This can be trained through higher percentages and more frequent exposures to heavy load. Number 3, technical skill. Your basis to how you produce force. Learning to control your technique for a more efficient lift is fundamental. Low RPE, high frequency, and higher total number of repetitions is the way to train this quality. And of course, number 4, work capacity is what makes you metabolically apt to handle more volume of work. Training it through a higher total workload, shorter rest times, and even the implementation of cardio. Now, these pillars are not separate and should always be part of your training program. However, because we have limited physical resources that we can invest in adaptation, we cannot really keep them all to the maximum capacity. Besides that, the more we focus on one of the pillars, the more diminishing returns we get. And that is how weak links start to appear. Now, how do we identify a weak link? Well, we assess what's limiting us. Muscle mass as a limiting factor is shown in weak ranges of motion, such as triceps at a lockout at bench, quads out of the hole in the squat, or your back just giving up on deadlifts. Hitting those tissues harder through accessories and variations will help you bring up that limiter. Muscle mass as a limiting factor can also be an eye test. If you know you have room to grow on your frame, chase that. On the other side, neural adaptations as a limiting factor is shown in a lack of control at heavier loads and sluggish bar speed even at moderate intensity. When we talk about technical skill being a limiting factor, we can look at signs of poor technique and control regardless of the intensity. And lastly, work capacity is limiting your progress when you easily fatigue through a workout and need significant rest times to be able to perform even average workloads. When we identify a limiter, we have to address it head-on into our programming. And we do that by investing more resources to that pillar while we keep the others at maintenance.